Good morning. Good morning. So today is going to be a session of like total contradictions. We're going to do some very gentle stuff, and then we're going to do a little bit of the more energetic stuff. The gentle stuff will be very gentle. The energetic stuff, I won't say very energetic, but we are going to do the full sun salutation today. And what a perfect day to be doing a sun salutation because the sun's out and it's beautiful. So let's start with just a warm up. We'll get our joints moving. Then we're going to have some nice gentle stuff for about 10 minutes. Yeah. So start some music going, and please start some music going. There it goes. There it starts. So let's get those arms moving. So right arm first. Let's just loosen up that right arm by rolling it around in a big circle. Fantastic. And then a figure of 8. Loop it round into a figure of 8, as we always do to start with. Loop that arm round. Fantastic. And the left arm, or the other arm, whichever one you didn't start with, roll it round in a big circle. And then in a figure of 8, get those joints loosened up. Fantastic. Give me a roll round of the shoulders. So we're trying to get those shoulders up as high as you can to your ears. Roll them forwards and then round in a circle. And then the same thing, but go backwards, lift and roll back. Just getting as much movement through those joints as you can. Fantastic. Let's do a few shrugs. So basically I just want you to shrug your shoulders up towards your ears as high as you can, and then take a breath out and just totally relax and just let your shoulders drop down. Okay, so again we shrug and relax and shrug as high as you can and relax, and again nice big shrug and relax. Now just have those arms shake out a little bit. We'll just do a few rotations, so just let your body twist round. I just want to let your arms hang really loosely at the side, just flopping round. Let them just fly out and then swing round. Trying to get as much, imagine like your arms are just like pieces of string and they're just hanging there, just flopping round. Fantastic. And shake out those hands. Cool. We're going to do now a little bit of a quick warm up there, but we're going to do some slow breathing exercises now, and I really want to take this slow and focus in on the breathing. Yeah, I hope you can. I hope so you've got some sunlight coming into your room, and we can appreciate the sunshine and just think about what a lovely day it is. And we'll just take a few slow, deep breaths. So just relax your arms down, close your eyes if you want to, find a nice comfortable stance, and take a deep breath in through your nose to the count of 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. Now as you breathe in, again to the count of 4, I want you to roll your shoulders back and look up. And then as you breathe out, roll your shoulders forwards and look down. Breathe in, look up. And breathe out and look down. As you look up, let's really pinch those shoulders right back Open out your chest, get a nice big stretch across your chest. Raise your head and then roll your shoulders forwards, hunch down, look down, stretch out your back. Couple more times. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. Bring your head back to neutral position. Fantastic. Now, as we breathe in, this time we're going to push up onto the toes, raise the hands in the air. So breathe in, up onto your toes. Big stretch up. Okay, think about trying to get those fingertips as high as you can. And then as we breathe out, we're just going to drop the hands down gently, lift, drop the heels onto the floor. Slight bend of the knees as you come down into that neutral position. So again, we're going to breathe in, we're going to stretch up. And we're going to breathe out, and we're going to sink the heels back down again. And again, one more like that, nice and slowly. And down. And just to finish this, I know this has been nice and gentle, but just to finish this sequence, we'll do a little bit more dynamic because I need to get those legs warmed up. So we're going to breathe in, and then as we drop the heels down, we're going to bend the knees, swing the arms back, and then push up again onto the toes. And at your own speed, whatever feels comfortable for you, just go at your own speed. Stretching up nice and high on your toes, dropping the heels down, swinging the arms back behind you, and a nice flow from one position to the other. Fantastic. And finally, drop your heels down. Bring your arms down. Very good. Not too bad so far, is it? Now what I want to do today, this is a bit different to what we'd normally do. Okay, I want to do some static poses. Okay, and all you have to do is hold your position and take those deep, slow breaths in and out through your nose. So I'm not going to count the breaths. I'm going to let you do your breaths at your own speed. But just think about 4, 5, 6 seconds inhaling, 4, 5, 6 seconds exhaling. So the first pose we're going to do is called mountain pose. This is a nice easy one. So stand with your feet below your hips, directly below your hips. Slightly soften your knees. Okay, and think about keeping your back straight and your head up. Now, I just want you to roll your shoulders back a little bit and turn your hands outwards so your palms are facing forwards. Okay, so this is mountain pose, nice and simple. I'm going to be quiet for a moment and I just want you to hold this for a minute or so, breathing gently. Focusing in on your breath. Long breath in, long breath out, and just hold that position. Close your eyes, listen to the sound of your breath. As we're holding these positions, try and clear your mind of any other thoughts. Just focus in on the moment, on the feelings of your body, on the sound of your breath. No need to think about anything else. Think about the sensations you're getting from the muscles in your legs, holding that position, from your shoulders, holding those hands pointing forwards, and breathing slowly. Take one more inhale, one more exhale, and then release yourself from the pose. Very good. Next one's a little tiny bit more challenging, but I'm going to give you some options on this. This is going to be tree pose. Okay, tree pose. So, if you're very good at balancing, one leg is going to be up on the side of your knee, and you're going to take your hands in the air above your head. That's tree pose. I'm not very good at that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep that toe on the floor and just put my heel next to my other shin, and that just helps me balance. It's up to you whether you keep one toe on the floor or whether you can lift up and pop it on the side. Some of you will be able to do that. Oh, very good. Yes. And then the hands are going to go above the head, palms together, and all you're going to do is hold that position again. I shall stop talking and we'll hold that for about a minute. Long, deep breaths. So very slowly change sides to the other foot and balance on the other leg, holding the tree pose. Try and maintain static, no movement, breathing, long breaths. Take one more deep breath in, one more deep breath out, and release from the pose. Excellent. So let's move on a little bit. We're going to do chair pose next, which starts easy, but then I'm going to introduce a twist, literally a twist. So to start with, it's a bit like mountain pose in that feet below the hips, bend to the knees. We're going to bring the arms up so they're facing each other, but then we're going to bend the knees a little bit more, stick your bum out a little bit, and think about pushing your chest forwards. So this is our chair pose. So let's just hold this for half a minute with a few deep breaths. Focusing on the sensations you're getting from your body. Get the feedback from your body, what it's doing, what it's feeling, which muscles are working. Now, if you've got your eyes closed, maybe just open your eyes so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to maintain that position in the legs with the knees bent. We're going to bring the arms down, hands to the side of one leg, palms together. And then we're going to twist up. And I want to try and hold this position, this twist position. You can look up towards your hand. You can breathe. And just try and hold this with a little twist in your back. Shouldn't feel too uncomfortable, but you might feel your muscles in your legs straining a little bit with those bent knees. Hold it for a couple more breaths. And bring the arm down. Take the hands to the other side. And from the other side, we're going to twist up again. Find your own position. Some of you will be able to go higher than others. It really doesn't matter as long as you feel a nice little twist through your back, through your spine. Let's try and hold this position for a few more breaths. Two more breaths in and out, and then release from the pose. When you release, just bring your hands down together, hands to the middle, and stand up. Very good. So we're going to do a couple more. So this time we're going to take one foot slightly back, so just maybe stand sideways on the mat, feet on the edge of the mat, and then take one foot back, a little step back, and the back foot, just turn the toes out by about 45 degrees. So slightly pointing to one side, pointing forwards. Okay, this is called a half block. We're then going to bend that front knee a little bit, keep your back straight, bring your arms up so your palms are facing each other. And again, we're just going to hold this position. This is a nice strong position. So back leg is straight, back heel is on the floor. Front knee slightly bent. Palms facing each other. Think about pushing your chest forwards, arching your back. Maybe look up towards your hands. And then when you're balanced, close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Just focusing in on your sensations from your body. No need to think about anything else. Listen to your breathing. One more inhale. One more exhale. Bring your arms down slowly and step forwards. Let's take the other foot back and we'll do the other side. So take the little step back on the other foot. Just check your feet are sort of on the outside of the mat. Back foot turns out slightly to about 45 degrees. Bend the front knee and bring your arms up once more. And again, we're just going to hold this. So just live in the moment. Think about where you are, what you're feeling. Listen to the sound of your breath. Take one more inhale, one more exhale, release your arms and step forwards. Fantastic. Give your shoulders a final little roll round, loosen up again, forwards and backwards, and have a little shake out of those arms. Excellent. It's all been not too bad so far, nice and gentle. Although some of those positions, they do get a little bit strenuous after a while, don't they? So, it's time to do Sun Salutation. So we'll break it down. We've been working on the constituent parts of this for a few weeks. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to show you the whole thing. Then we're going to break it down, and then we're all going to do the whole thing together. So you don't have to do anything yet, but this is just to let you know what you're in for. And of course, there are options. You can do things differently if you need to. But basically, the whole sun salutation is based on those slow breaths. So just watch. I'll just do one sequence through. I'm going to breathe in raise my arms. I'm going to breathe out into a forward fold. Now here, we take another breath in and we just release a little bit. And then on the out breath, we bring the hands down to the floor, step the feet back and bring the chest down to the floor. Then on the in breath, we lift up into upward facing position. Then on the out breath, we push back into downward facing position. The yogis call this downward dog. We then breathe in and step forwards. We breathe out and we do another stretch, forward fold going down towards the floor. We then breathe in and bring the arms up, and then we breathe out as we bring the arms down. That's the whole sequence. Now we're not going to do the whole thing straight away. Okay, we're going to build it up into sequences. So we'll start with just the high plank. Yeah, so with me, we're not going to do the whole thing. We're just going to start with the basics. So facing outwards from the end of your mat, feet hip width apart. We're going to take a nice slow breath in as we bring the arms up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. As low as you can. Take another inhale and just release a little bit to release your back. And then on the exhale, we're going to put the hands on the floor, step back into the high plank. For now, we're just going to hold this position for a few seconds. This is a position that we never actually stop in when we're doing the Sun Salutation. Yeah, this is just like we pass through this position. So now I just want you to practice stepping forwards, either one big step or walk forwards. Back into forward fold position. Take an exhale and stretch towards the floor. Take an inhale, bring your arms up. And take an exhale and bring your arms down. So that wasn't too bad. The next one becomes a little bit more tricky because we're going to go from high plank into downward dog. Okay, we'll just add the downward dog in on the next one. So, into positions with me. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Stretch down. Inhale, release. Exhale, hands down, step back into high plank. Now we're going to push up into downward dog. And again, this one we're going to think about pushing the heels down towards the floor, pushing your shoulders back. Okay, try and create that triangle shape with your body. And then from here we can either step or walk forwards. If you can do a big step forwards, that's amazing. We're going to hold the forward fold for another stretch. Exhale as you stretch down. Inhale, unfold, stand up. And exhale, arms down. Now, are we ready to do for the upward facing? This is tough because it means getting right down with your body close to the floor. So, just quickly remind you, okay, just watch me once, just to remind you of this little bit. From the forward fold, we're going to attempt to bring the hands down, step back in one step and straight down onto the floor, and then we can push up. Then from that into downward dog and so on. So if you're ready to give it a go, let's go for it. Let's have a go. I'll talk it through. So, and we'll do the full sun salutation on this lovely sunny day. So, on the end of the mat facing outwards, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Stretch down. Inhale, release. Exhale, one big move all the way down onto the floor, bend the elbows, chest to the floor. Inhale, upward facing position. Exhale, downward facing position, downward dog. Inhale, step forwards, forward fold. Exhale, stretch the forward fold, fingers towards the floor. Inhale, arms up, stand up. Exhale, arms down. Should we go straight into another one? How are you getting on? Was it not too bad, was it? Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, little release. Exhale, all the way down, big step back. Chest down to the floor and then push up. As we inhale, push back into downward facing position as we exhale. Inhale, step forwards. Ooh. Exhale, forward fold, stretch down again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. We've still got another couple of minutes, so we're going to do 2 or 3 of these. Now, you don't have to follow my speed. You want to take it slower or faster, that's okay, but try and make it nice and gently and fluid from one position to the next and graceful. Yeah, so we'll just do a couple more for practice. Arms up. Into your forward fold on the exhale. Now remember, there's a little release here. And then on the next exhale, you drop your hands onto the floor, step back, all the way down. And then push up. Upward facing. Push back, downward facing. Step forwards, into forward fold. Have another stretch here to stretch out those hamstrings. Unfold, arms up. I'm going to go straight into my next one, so you feel free to carry on if you can. A couple of these Sun Salutations, quite energetic. Good. I'm going to do one more, so if you're with me, let's do one more together if you're ready at the top position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, release. Exhale, all the way down, hands down, step back, and all the way down in one go. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, big step forwards or walk forwards. Exhale, straighten out the legs and stretch down again. Inhale, arms up, stand up. Exhale, arms down. Now I expect you to be practicing this every day, and if you wanted a slight more advanced option, then instead of stepping you can jump. I'm just going to quickly show you this, but I don't expect you to do it today. We might have a go at this another day. Instead of stepping back, we jump and we're straight into the next position. Straight into the next position. Jump forwards, and we can make it a much more energetic sequence by jumping forwards and back, but that's not for today for you. I just wanted to give you an idea of what you might, and I'm not going to make anyone do this next week, don't worry. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, just doing that once with a jump has raised my heart rate a little bit. It's amazing the difference it makes. But if you're up for it and you want to have a practice in your own time, then have a go at jumping. Now, we're going to do some floor work now. So you'll need to lie down on your mat, on your back. So, after all that Sun Salutations, we're going to have a lie down. So, on your back, on the mat, have a little lie down. There we go. Now bring your knees up and have your feet flat on the floor and bring your feet as close in as you can. Palms down on the floor to the side of your body. And we're going to go into bridge position to start with. So I just want you to think about raising your hips off the floor as high as you can into our bridge position. So think about pushing those hips up in the air. And again, like we did earlier, we're just going to hold for a few seconds, breathing, focusing in on the moment. Feel the sensations, working out which muscles are working, which muscles are stretching. You should feel your glutes engaged underneath the back of your legs. You should feel your hip flexors stretching. Those are in the front of your hips. That should be stretching. And we're just going to hold that position, breathing gently. And then when you reach your next exhale, just drop your hips gently down to the floor again and release. Excellent. Now, I want you to lift your left foot off the floor and hook your left ankle across your right knee. So, if you can, hook that ankle across your knee. And we're going to have a go at the bridge position, but just on one foot. This is a little bit more advanced. If you struggle with this one, then just go back to the first one and put both feet down. But have a go. From here, we're going to push the hips up in the air again. And we're into our one-legged bridge. All the tension now is on the one side, into that hamstring and glute. Meanwhile, the other leg is getting a little bit of a stretch. Think about getting those hips as high as you can. Hold it there, breathing gently still. And then on your next exhale, lower your hips slowly to the floor and release the leg. Of course, we have to do the other side. So, hook your right ankle across your left knee this time. You might find one side feels a little bit different to the other. For me, this one feels a lot tighter. I don't know why, it's just my right leg is a bit tighter. But we're going to have a go. So don't forget that foot comes in close. We push up nice and high, lifting your hips off the floor into our bridge. Nice and high. And then just hold this, balancing on this position for a few breaths. And when you reach the next exhale, we'll lower down gently and release the leg. And finally, both feet on the... I'm just going to give you a slight option on this one to increase the stretch. We're going to do the basic bridge again with both feet down. If you can reach, put your hands around your ankles, pull in your heels close into your body, and lift your hips up. Oh, I thought I could do this. There we go. And push your hips up again. And you'll get even more stretch into those hip flexors now on the fronts of the hips. But see if you can just hold that position for a couple more breaths. If you can't reach your fingers around your ankles, don't worry. Do the same bridge we did to start with. And when you reach your next exhale, let's lower down again. Oh, I feel I've had a good stretch there. Talking of stretching, let's turn over onto hands and knees. Slowly take your time into tabletop position. And we are going to do a few cat stretches as always to finish. So back nice and flat to start with, shoulders above the hands. Knees and hips at 90 degrees. And again, focusing on that breath. Staying in the moment, just think about the sensations you're getting from your body, what your body's telling you. You may close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. Listen to the sound of your breath. So I want to take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, we're going to arch the back into a cat stretch. Let your head hang down. Arch your back as high as you can. We'll get a nice stretch around your back. Raising up like a cat, stretching out. Then we're going to inhale, we're going to bring the tummy down to the floor. Head comes up into our cow stretch again. Try and make your back as concave as possible. Lower your tummy towards the floor. Excellent. And then with a couple of deep breaths, just go gently from one position to the other in your own time, your own breath, speed of your own breath. Exhaling as you do your cat stretch. Inhaling as you do your cow stretch. And taking one more of each, so wherever you are, one more exhale, one more inhale. And back to neutral position into tabletop. We're going to sit back into child's pose, so take the knees a little bit wider onto the outside of the mat. Sit back onto your heels. Stretch your arms out in front and lower your body down. Try and get your body as close to the floor as you can. Sinking down gently. Just taking the time to feel the position, listen to your breath. Maybe just think about pushing those fingertips further away from you, creeping the fingers forwards on the floor so you stretch out your shoulders, your lats. And hold your position for a couple more breaths. And then slowly bring yourself back up into tabletop. Walk your hands back towards your knees to bring yourself into a kneeling position. And then, taking your time, we're going to stand up slowly, nice and slowly. Don't jump up too quickly. We've got all day to get up. Oh. Excellent. Very well done. Look, it's 10:41. That's our 40 minutes. Very well done. Whether you did all of it or some of it, it doesn't matter. If you did those sun salutations in their entirety, very well done. That's excellent. If not, don't worry. We can have practice on this during the week. This video will be on YouTube, so you can watch it back again if you want to practice it again and see how you get on. But it is those sun salutations are quite tough, but perfect for when the sun's out and you want to do something a bit more energetic. So very well done. Nice to see you all today. I'm back on Friday for Sprightly, Sunday body beats, and then we'll do more of this next week as well, something different next week. So I look forward to seeing you then, and let's sit down and have a little chat. And you can turn your microphones on if you want to and talk to me. How was that? How are you feeling, Johnny? All right?